In this video, we're going to go through intermittent fasting and whether it's something that you should be doing or should you ignore, or is it something that you should be worrying about whatsoever? Is it going to suit you personally? My name is Chris Feekins, and I am a type 2 diabetic specialist. My area of expertise is helping ladies just like you lose weight, lower your A1C, and achieve remission, clinical remission, get off meds for life, all whilst eating your favorite foods, an approach which does not require a diet. Intermittent fasting. First of all, what is it? The most common split is 16-8. 16 hours fasted followed by an 8-hour eating window. Now, forget about the 16 hours just for a moment and just think about the 8-hour eating window. Okay, that 8-hour eating window can be 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., 11 a.m. till 7 p.m., midday till 8 p.m. It really doesn't matter, and it's not set in stone. It can be moved, it can be shifted. Okay, so don't get too stressed if it has to move one day, or if something happens like life and you have dinner later, whatever. Okay, so the most important thing with that eating window, that 8-hour eating window, is that it suits your personal schedule, routine. When do you have lunch at work, when do you have dinner with the family, etc. That's the only thing to consider with that eating window. Okay, now there are three main benefits of intermittent fasting. The first one is better control of your blood sugars. Okay, because you're not eating anything for 16 hours, your blood sugars are dropping and dropping and dropping into what should be a healthier range, because you're not eating anything, you're not adding to it, which creates a lower average blood sugar reading, which creates a lower A1C, because they are the same thing. So lower average blood sugar readings, easier adherence to your dietary goals. So theoretically, you are going to consume less food by skipping a meal. Theoretically, right? If you go from 3 meals down to 2, then you're eating less food. You're consuming less energy. Therefore, you are more likely to end your day in a negative energy balance and therefore elicit fat loss, because the only way to elicit fat loss is to end your day in a negative energy balance. Okay, so you're taking a meal away, you're reducing the amount of energy that you're consuming via food. Okay, so lower average blood sugar readings, easier adherence to your dietary goals because you're eliminating a meal, and last but not least, it does help with creating a boundary around late night eating. Past 7 p.m., I am not eating anything because I am fasting. Okay, so those are the three main benefits. Is it magic? Absolutely not. Is it something you've got to do? Absolutely not. I would say 70% of the ladies that we coach intermittent fast, about 70%. The other 30% don't, because it doesn't suit their schedule, their lifestyle, or their personal preference. They just don't want to, right? They just don't want to. It's a tool that you can use to help you if it does suit. Okay, so the question here is, should you intermittent fast? That depends upon whether it suits you personally. Can you make it fit into your schedule and routine? Okay, is it something that you can actually see yourself doing? If you absolutely love breakfast and that's the favorite meal of the day, then maybe intermittent fasting might not suit you. Might not, right? We all have our own individual what's the word that I'm looking for? Own individual peaks and troughs of our hunger hormones. We've got two main hunger hormones. We've got ghrelin, which is responsible for increasing appetite, and leptin, which is responsible for decreasing appetite. Now, some people wake up with a naturally higher levels of ghrelin, right? I myself, I can wake up and I'm not hungry for 2 to 3 hours. I can easily fast, right? I can easily fast till 11 a.m. midday. Doesn't really bother me. Whereas Brody, my girlfriend, she wakes up, feet hits the floor, and she's starving. It's got nothing to do with what she ate the day before. Well, she's not starving, but you know what I mean. She's hungry. I wake up and food makes me feel a little bit nauseous in that first hour or so. So it suits me personally. So I use it when I'm in a weight loss phase because I find that it suits me. Does it suit you? That's up to you to determine. It's not something you've got to do. It's something that may help. Most of the benefits are massively over exaggerated. The 3 benefits are the ones that we went through. Can you intermittent fast 7 days a week? Of course you can. Yeah, there's no adverse effects. Some of the ladies we coach just intermittent fast Monday to Friday because on the weekend they like to eat breakfast with their family. And I think that's important to be able to do. Did you find that helpful, ladies? If you did, comment helpful down below. If you've got any questions, any concerns about any of the things that we just discussed, again, comment those down below and I'll do my best to answer those as soon as possible.